Read.
But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
Thus the memorial blowing of trumpets renews our memory of the covenant that we made with Yahweh at Mount Horeb. Turn to Deuteronomy chapter 5, verses 2 and 3. Deuteronomy chapter 5, verses 2 and 3. Read.
The Lord our God Yahweh made a covenant with us in Horeb. The Lord Yahweh made not this covenant with our fathers, but with us, even us, who are all of us here alive this day.
All of our feasts are interrelated. Thus they play a very definite role in the divine destiny of all men. Passover illustrates how we pass from an immoral state over to a moral state. As we pass into a state of moral consciousness during Passover, we become accepted as the first fruit of Yahweh, which is represented when? Feast of Weeks. The memorial blowing of trumpet promotes devotion to Yahweh's purpose and thereby creates unity between ourselves and Yahweh. It's all about becoming one with Yahweh. The trumpet is used, memorial blowing of trumpets. The trumpet is used as a sign of warning to alert the world that we must obey the laws of Yahweh. After this warning to the world, those who obey will become at one with Yahweh. When?
Day of Atonement.
The Day of Atonement. When is the Day of Atonement? The 15th of this month. Day of Atonement. Which is what day of our solar calendar? 10th? Huh? The 10th day of the 7th month is the 15th. And we will have memorial blowing of trumpets, which we have tonight. We will have Day of Atonement next weekend. What is it, 5 days later? 6 days later? 5 days later is what? The beginning of Tabernacles. All of that is upon us. And after we become at one with Yahweh, we then qualify to do what? Enter into the tabernacle of Yahweh. And what does that mean? Feast of Tabernacle. See, it's a process. All the way, beginning at Passover. You have a total of how many holidays? 7 holy days. 7 holy days. How many can name those holy days? What's the first one? Second? Third? Fourth? Memorial blowing of trumpets. Fifth? Sixth? 7th? Right. Those are the perfect 7 high holy days. So and all of these days are really culminated in the Holy Convocation, although normally they say it's culminated in the Feast of Tabernacles, but the culmination is really in the Holy Convocation following Feast of Tabernacles. And that's when I gather my first fruits into the tabernacle of heaven. So that's a process. And I am carrying us all through a process. Tonight I started to show you Memorial blowing of trumpets, 1984. And most of you have never seen it. And you that were with me in 84, you don't remember it because you were here in it. But I really started to show it to you tonight because there's so many new ones of you, and the rest don't know what happened in 1984. But the wisdom that I taught 10 years ago, 9, 8, 7 years ago, is absolutely overwhelming. It's not untrue today. It's all just as true as when I taught it, and just as relevant. When I came out tonight, I also wanted, as I contemplated coming out, I considered dealing with the Middle East and what it means. But I have decided at this moment I will reserve it for October 7th at Miami Arena. I have an absolute, overwhelming, devastating revelation to give up October the 7th. It's going to shake the media and the world. So I'm going to absolutely overwhelm the planet Earth October 7th. And it's going to be a universal experience of international prominence with many nations present. And I'm going to trip you out. And as I trip you, I will be tripping everybody else. Waking me up in the morning like 2, 3, 4 in the morning, which I'm not sleeping anyway, but he just says, write. And I just have to write. And I read earlier today, this morning, and last night, some of what I've already written that Yhwh said, write. Tell me what scriptures to go to. I have it. It just sticks in my head. You know, it's just this one, it's just there. And I just got up and I started to write. And I read it yesterday and today, and I trip at what I'm reading. And it's for October 7th. I don't care what nobody on the earth does. Saddam Hussein, George Bush, or nobody else. They have to hear what I say October 7th. After I speak October 7th, I don't know how the media will continue to be quiet. You notice right now I have their mouths shut at me. You notice? I mean shut. Just shut up. I got them on a silent trip. If they talk, then it'll be 50,000 people trying to get in. And if they say nothing, it'll be a turnaway crowd trying to get in. Either way, Yhwh will have his way, no matter what.